Hey everyone, welcome to the tutorial. Here I'll guide you through creating a smooth 3D character turnaround animation in Blender. If you are into character animation or just want to level up your Blender skills, this is the right place. Let's dive in and bring the character to life with a nice dynamic turnaround. We will start by blocking out our key pose. In this case, our character will begin by looking towards the left side. Grab the rotate tool and move tool and take your time setting up the first key pose, just as I am showing here. Blocking out the pose is crucial, so don't rush. Spend time refining it, because this will form the foundation of your animation. Once you are satisfied with the pose, press I and set a keyframe for location, rotation and scale. I am setting the timeline end frame to 24 for now, but we will adjust this later if needed. Next, let's copy the first keyframe. We will paste it on frame 24, but flipped, so our character will turn from left to right by the end of the sequence. Now let's move to frame 13 and block out an anticipation pose. This is where the character will transition from first key pose to the second. Here I will bring the character's body slightly down and raise the hand. Take your time setting this pose as well. It's important to get this transition right for fluid movement. Now, to make the animation more dynamic, we are going to add some squash and stretch. Grab the scale tool and scale down the character's head and body. But remember, you want to maintain the same volume. So be mindful of how much you stretch and squash. Once you are happy with the adjustments, press A to select everything and set a keyframe again for location, rotation and scale. Let's play it back. As you can see, it started to look nice, but there are still some work to do to fix the timing. We need to hold the first key pose for a few more frames. This is because the computer starts interpolating between keyframes too soon. Let's copy the first keyframe and paste it at frame 9 to give it some whole frame. Now, for the middle anticipation pose, we will copy it and paste it at frame 16 to make sure the timing feels natural. And there you go. As you can see, the animation looks much better now with these adjustments. It's really starting to come together. Always remember to take your time with poses and timing. It's the key to a smooth and engaging animation. Now let's extend the timeline to 30 frames for now. At frame 13, I will make the slight adjustment to the hand, moving it up a little to add follow through and overlapping action. Remember, not all parts of the body move at the same time. Next, we'll copy this keyframe and paste it at frame 20 to hold the action for a little longer. Now, when you play it back, you can see it's already started to look nice with the added follow through. Next, let's work on the overshoot pose, which is the pose right before the character settles back. We will copy the keyframe and paste it at frame 29 to give room for the next adjustments. At frame 24, we will block out the overshoot pose. This is going to be the extreme stretch, so grab the scale tool and stretch both the head and the body of our character. Once that's done, set the keyframe for this pose. Now, when you play the animation, you can see it looks much more fluid and dynamic with the overshoot added in. If you notice, at frame 1, the character's line of action has a C shape. Then in the anticipation pose, it bends and by the time it settles, it returns to that C shape again. These arcs make the animation feel more natural. To make it even more fluid, you can always go back and tweak the poses to refine the movement. Now let's make the scene more presentable by adding a ground plane. Import a plane and scale it up so our character has a nice surface to stand on. Next, select the camera and align it to the view for better angle. Then select the plane and choose your preferred color. I am adding a dark bluish color to give it a clean look. Now that's it. Hit play and you can see the animation with the added ground plane. That's all for today. If you found this tutorial useful, feel free to subscribe for more Blender and animation content. And if you want to dive deeper into character animation and modeling, be sure to check out my courses. The links are in the description. Thanks for joining me today and I will see you in the next class. Take care and happy animating.